set as their Ravens will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 40.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
At the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th
down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
1-yard line.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
4th down.
They'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the...
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now the 3rd-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Warriors take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, Finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 5. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Jaguars nothing. Justin Tucker.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
I'm playing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Making bad reads, I guess.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteed he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson from the shotgun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47.
2nd and 11. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to go down again. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right.
I hate that. Like, come on, man.
You know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
By Melvin Ingram.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. To throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Jaguars 15.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone is gave those. They need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 76 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Connection made with Shenault. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback look?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the touchdown.